Alright guys, good morning. Oh, my head's missing. Hold on. Blimey. Oh, I'm intact. That is good, because yeah, I need my brain. Anyway, so something has transpired that is urging me here to do this video in part for the sake of a dear friend. Derek took down his channel Onion Child, which is entirely his prerogative. It was his channel and he can do as he damn well pleases with that. And I too feel the need to say to anybody leaving comments in any way derogatory, in any way whatsoever, below my videos with regards to Onion Child. Why did he delete his channel? Will he be back up? That sort of speculation is okay, but things like it's just drama and I couldn't care less, or weird sketchy comments which I think weren't meant in any way negatively actually, but were sort of just, you know, something about numbers or whatever. This is really just feeding actually, and it's arrogant, alright? You don't use somebody else's life and somebody else's life experiences, especially when they're difficult and painful, as fodder for your own, look at me, look what I know about all these numbers and cymatica and this, that and the other. I'm not interested in that sort of thing. It's incredibly arrogant and it's actually just your fake persona, mate. So comments like that will be deleted. I'm not having it, right? Derek's channel went in a direction that wasn't resonating with me, you know, because I'm going in this direction and he was going in that direction. But that's neither here nor there. The fact is that people logistically will go in all kinds of different directions, because if we were all doing exactly the same thing, the great work just wouldn't get done. This is all about logistics, people, at the end of the day, right? So, coffee, because crack is bad for you. You know, it just brings me back, really, it brings me back to mass consciousness, and how sick I am of it. I'm sick of it as it lives within me, Wetico, right? And I'm sick of it as it manifests in my field and the world around me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of its fucking hypocritical, arrogant, selfish fucking nonsense. All it does is spread hurt into this world, and this world needs love, people, and I keep saying that. So please refrain from leaving any kind of derogatory comments with regards to Derek, Onion Child, Alexa, whatsoever. I'm not having it. Those comments will be deleted, and if you persist, you'll be blocked. It's as simple as that. I'm not having it. There's no need for any of that. If you find your way to landing compassionate, loving, inspiring support, then you go and do that. That is a good thing. But I am heartily sick of people that literally feed off the misery of others to build themselves up. The Germans have a term for that. It's called Schadenfreude. It's a particularly toxic thing, a nuance of Wetico that a lot of people in this world do. I myself have been guilty of it as well in the past. Yes, I have. We're all so wounded, we're so used to feeling really fucking worthless and ground down and manipulated, that when somebody is going through shit, we think, oh well, there you go, see, this person is going through shit, so I'm not so bad after all. Or we go one step further and use somebody else's misery to you know, elevate ourselves. Yeah. I've not done that myself. I've never really been guilty of that one. I have to actually be honest. I would never do that, because that's just plain nasty. That's very sociopathic, actually. That's like the narcissist's way. So I guess for some people here, it's time for a bit of self-examination. And that's all I will say about that. It really is about mass consciousness, and I think that is actually something that is coming up very, very much at the moment, because I can really feel it. Right, I'm just going to turn the heating off because I'm fucking boiling. Oh. My kittens. Oh. Yes. Do you want to come and say hello? Oh. Yeah. Will you come and say hello then? This is... Look, hello. Say hello. Say, no, I don't want to. Let me go. I'm like that Imelda, you know, from the Tiny Toons. Anyway, it's like, get off me, get off me. That's my cat. Get off me. He'll be on the phone today to the Cats Protection League. Please come and get me. She won't stop manhandling me. Oh. Anyway, mass consciousness. When you feel like squeezing your cat to death, is increasingly very hard to bear. It's, a friend of mine said, it's a bit like a possession, and it sort of is. It is and it isn't. It's interesting because I read something about retroviruses yesterday. Now, retroviruses actually have their own DNA, and they lie dormant within the body, and they proliferate their DNA in your system. And I think it's very much like that. But we are now at a point, well, I am, and I can feel it in the field, where this way of thinking, feeling, being, experiencing reality, which is a crap word, is literally just crank. It's fucking crank. It's horrible. It's unbearable for me. Now, it's all about disentanglement, but for some other people, it's about actually going completely mad for a while. I went completely mad nearly 11 years ago. Yes, I really did. It was the most horrific experience I've ever had. But it literally was the breaking down. It's like, you know, Britney Spears when she had her MK Ultra breakdown. It was a bit like that. You know, and you can laugh about it afterwards, though at the time, you don't know you're going to make it through. You actually don't know that you're going to be able to live through it. You think that it's going to destroy you, but it isn't. That is not what it is, you see. It literally is all that programming, all that trauma, ancestral, past life, and quite possibly all the trauma that lives in the field. Like I felt it the other day. I felt the trees, all the animals, the soil, Mother Earth, salt people. I could feel it, all of it, and oh. Because soul travelers are people that, well, we're all empaths. We feel it all. We are here. We're like the bomb disposal unit people. I've said it before, you know. We're like these people that go through the minefields with these gadgets. And like, there's another mine and there's another mine. We are that gadget. We feel all those mines. And so, yes, for some of us, we will reach a certain crescendo where it will literally all go completely bonkers, completely mad, completely insane. And you can go and see your doctor, and your doctor will say, oh, you're bipolar, take these pills. They'll make you glow in the dark and it won't help. And they'll just kill you, because that's what they do. Doctors don't heal, they kill, for the most part. You got to do what your intuition is telling you to do, but it's very, very hard, because when you're in that space, you don't actually hear your intuition. All you can hear is Wettigo screaming at you. It all goes completely mad inside you. But we always make it through. We always make it through. That which we need will come to us one way or another, and we will make it through. This is the true path, because that shit cannot stay in there. It can't. It has to be dislodged and brought up and alchemized. It's the hardest path. And I always say this: the lower you go, the lower you dive, the darker it gets. The higher you'll soar. And there's some very special people amongst us who are walking that path. The Heyokas, you know, the Heyoka crazy people. If we understood and realized the service that's being given, I think we wouldn't be so quick to judge, perhaps. Society is very quick to judge the people that are a bit strange and a bit odd and that look a bit weird. Because it's afraid of the changes, the reset, the challenges that these individuals embody and bring here, you see. Because people, for the most part, just want everything to stay the same, stupidly. That is what mass consciousness is, isn't it? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Pretending everything's fine, everything's fine, everything is fine. You know. I'm going to have to go to a funeral, not this, is it next week? No, it's the week after. I mean, the whole idea of a funeral is anathema to me. I mean, I absolutely fucking hate it, you know. The only type of funeral that I would attend is an Irish gypsy funeral, where they have an open casket with said body in there, obviously. And they're all there getting totally tanked up, like literally like, you know, totally tanked up and whatnot, and behave like fucking animals. And then the bodies hauled to the coffin, to the cemetery the next day, because they put them in the ground ASAP, they don't mess about. There's people falling into the freshly dug grave, having to be dragged out unceremoniously by Uncle Paddy, right? They're all there with like their makeup down here, and clutching a bottle of Jameson's whiskey and a fag dangling from their lips, going, oh, like this, and this priest arrives and he starts mumbling something about man, born of woman, hath but a short time to live. And there's Uncle Paddy going, get on with it now, will you? Please, we must go back to the pub. That sort of thing. Now that is a funeral worth attending, in my humble opinion. Anything else is like, fuck off. Oh, maybe Lord Byron. Lord Byron did a good thing. Built this massive pyre on the beach. Can of petrol, box of matches. And you could do that. But people are too afraid to do that. Oh, well, no, you can't really. The police, though, it's the law and they can't do it. But to be fair, I mean, what would they do? If you go up on the moors here and you build a great big pyre, right, and you put a body on it and you douse it in shitloads of petrol and set it on fire, it would take the police a long time to get there. And by the time they do get there, there would be precious little left for them to collect or do. You could just say, oh, well, it was here, we got here, it was here, there was a big fire here, no idea who done it, not me, no idea, no. Just make sure you get rid of the fingerprints and whatever evidence there might be. Anyway, that's just me rambling on. It is like for some of us, we're going very deeply into the deepest, darkest parts, but I sense there is an acceleration there. I don't think it will be the same as what happened to me, because for me it was like years of turgid crawling through the sludge. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, and I don't think it will be that way for certain people, because you're it's a bit like the Terminator, right? So the first Terminator, if you remember, was it again Arnold? You know, hasta la vista, right? And then you get the Terminator, sort of like the second generation, and they're sort of like that fluid metal. And then you get another Terminator, and they're like fucking like wow. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. I'm like that really old Terminator, like hasta la vista, baby, as he's going down in the boiling metal, you know. But then these new styly Terminators, yeah, they're like wow, really. So if you go into the darkest of night, fear not, for you will surely come out very quickly. And it will very much be worth it, and everything that you need will be there for you. It will be, because you're very important people, you see. Because something is happening in this world, and we know it, we can feel it, it's there. The mass consciousness is being it's just being dismantled. It's like enough is enough is enough is enough. It's fucking like appalling. And those few comments left under my channel were just so mass consciousness. It's time to look at yourselves, people. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are you doing? Same here to all of us at all times, of course, right? It's not an indictment of any kind. But like I always say, observation, 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 and no denial. Be brutally honest with yourselves about everything at any given time, people. If you want to transcend, if you want to bring the great healing, if you want to be part of resets, it is how it must be. But yeah, for me, it's really, really strange, because this last week it's just been about, I want to either eat something or go out and buy something that I don't need. And like, I want to do either of those things or both very, very much. And I feel this overwhelming sense of boredom and frustration. It's like, oh my fucking god, I can't take it anymore. Really bad. It's like excruciating. Truly horrendous. My friend had to go and look at a job yesterday. He's a gardener. So I said, I'll come with you. So get in the car, just driving around Plymouth, where we live in Devon. And you just, yet again, you just know, oh, how wrong it is, how wrong it is, how wrong it is. Everything is fucking wrong. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. House, 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 house. Road, 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 road. Rubbish, 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 rubbish. Dead animal, dead animal, dead animal. Shopping mall, shopping mall, shopping mall. You know, betting office, betting office, betting office. Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead. And all you can do is pour love into it and realize, whilst you feel this excruciating, unbearable, I can't even put it into words, because it's way beyond pain, and it's way beyond boredom, and it's way beyond feeling trapped. It is all of that, but so much more. You think, oh, I know what it means. It means that I don't belong here. That's what it is. I don't belong here, and soon I'm going to go somewhere else where I will be happy. And it's like, no, actually, that's not it, people. That isn't it, you see, because I was showing very, very clearly that I do belong. I belong everywhere, for I am everything. You see, this is not a fucking place, people. This is a state of fucking mind. That's what it is. How can you not? I don't belong in this state of mind. Yeah, that doesn't actually make sense, does it? No one is going to come and rescue you and take you away to the happy place. Well, you might end up in a padded cell with Thor, you know, is relatively happy for a little while. But that's not what I mean. No one's going to come and save you. Save your fucking self. And stop bloody going... This is mass consciousness. This is what it is. It's stupid. It thinks in black and white. Right? Black and white, black and white, black and white. It's either or. It wants to be against. It wants to be at war. It's happy when somebody else's chips are down and your chips are up. Hey, hey, good, good. Right? It likes the fucking concept. It wants to be entertained. It doesn't like the stillness. And all of that lives in us. And yes, right now we're super aware of all of that. Like, in us. And it's like, oh my God, I can't bear it anymore because we're here. True self. Oh yes, I get it. I understand. Visions erupting from within, knowing, gnosis, all of it, it's all there. You see, we're holding two consciousnesses within us, and it is like we're going fucking insane. It's like schizophrenia times are here. Whew. And it's hard because, you know, you want to fight back, you want to push back against that mass consciousness, but you don't do it, people. Don't do it. Because you're giving it your power then. Let it be and disentangle. Sit there and witness it as much as you can. You'll realize that there's such a great impetus to react to these feelings, these thoughts, these nuances. Because that's been your normal, your reality. This is reality and this is how it works. No, it's not. It's not, it's not, it's not, it's not. It's a lie. Disentangle. Yeah, I see this. Yes, I feel this. Feels really shitty, but I'm not reacting. Not doing that. Okay. I don't know. Find your own way with that. You can. You can do it. And realise, people, that there ain't no place to go. We belong. We belong here and we belong everywhere, for we are everything. You see? There's a really good film. What's it called again? Oh, this is really annoying. It's one of my favourite films. It's got an English actor in. And at the end, he walks away, he walks over the water. He just walks across the water. And it says, life is a state of mind. It's a fantastic film. Gosh, it's fucking unbelievable. How can I have forgotten? I'm just going to look this up, people, okay? So bear with me, because that's just not all. Life is a state of mind. This guy's been a gardener, Chauncey Gardener, and he's been living in this house his whole life. He's never really been outside. He's watched a great deal of TV. Got to take it with a grain of salt, right? And the guy who owns the house dies, and Chauncey Gardener is asked to leave because the house is being sold and no provision has been made for him. So he's out on his arse, and he's never been out the house, and it seems as if he's autistic. Well, he's very different, and then all kinds of things, you know, happen. It's an amazing film. I'm not going to say any more because oh, for fuck's sake. Being There. Hello. The film is called Being There. It's a fantastic film. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I highly recommend you watch it. John C. Gardner does not see reality the same way as all the people around him. He doesn't see it like that at all. His perception is very different, which is why at the end of it all, he simply walks across water. To him, well, of course. To everybody else, it's like, oh, but fuck, I've seen it. But to him, it's like, and he has no ego at all. He just walks across water. That's it, because why not? We're not actually anywhere. There is no such thing as a place to be. We are everywhere. Right, people? There is nowhere to go. There is just the clearing out of mass consciousness of Wetico, and the truth shall be revealed, which is infinite creativity and infinite love. I'm not going to call it unconditional love, because that would mean that there is such a thing as conditional love as well, and actually really there isn't, because that's an illusion. Love is love, and creativity is creativity, and love is creativity ad infinitum. And that is what we are, people. Right? Love. There's no need to judge. There's no need to elevate ourselves or to... This is all fear, you see. Fear. And there is a lot of woundedness here. There's a lot of woundedness here. But if you're willing to be healed, if you're willing to do the work, then it's all there for you. All of it. It's all there for you. Okay? I think that's really all I have to say today. I think I might go and take a little trip today. Yes. My neighbour's got a little dog. I might borrow the dog. I might borrow the dog and go and ramble for a bit, because yeah, feeling like the need for nature. Spend time in nature as much as you can, people. Alright? Things are going to be a bit chaotic and a bit weird and a bit woo and a bit war. Find your still centers. It is there. Know that we always belong, and we are always exactly where we're meant to be, logistically. Okay? Mwah.